Hey guys, Jim Boat. Welcome back on board the boat. Yes, that title was 100% clickbait. Did it work? Did you click on the video because of the title? Let me know. As you can see, I'm back on the water and I'm extremely happy. What I want to do with this video is I want to go over the upgrades that I've done on this boat since the last few months. I've finally gotten the upgrades that I've wanted to do that I think this boat's going to run perfectly from here on out. I'm going to go over all the components, but I'm just going to go over them quickly. But it is going to be kind of a geeky video and I hope you're going to enjoy it. In later videos, as I'm out on this boat enjoying the water, I want to do a deep dive into each component. The main reason being is because I think some of you all would probably be interested in these components. You can put them on your RV, your boat, or even in your house. They are really exciting to use, and I've really been excited about learning this technology. And there's a lot more I'm going to put on this boat, but those are for future videos. So let's get started with the upgrades that I've done for the last few months. First thing I've done, which I'm not sure if I've already told you, is I've wired all of these 5 panels, all 550 watts, into one series string, and it comes right off the boat here. It goes into the inverter. That gives me a lot of power. I'm really excited about it. Another thing I did is I upgraded my Starlink to generation 3. I absolutely love Starlink. That actually was not on purpose. My other Starlink, when I put it on the boat to come out to the lake, the router after 3 years did not work, so I text Starlink and they had a generation 3 Starlink for free. They shipped it to me. I could use my old mount, which I'd like to show you that, but it's really cool. Put it up here, put it on flat, and I'm getting about 200 megabits download and about 25 upload while I'm cruising on the boat. I love Starlink. All right, let's move on. Can't remember if I've told you, but I've made these batteries separate now. These 2 batteries down here, 101 and 107, are my motor batteries. These 2 run the motor. I'm running at 96 volts now. This battery up here is strictly my house battery. With all that solar power coming in, power is no problem at all. I run on my computers and microwaves, everything I need with this battery. Okay, what's this stuff? What I did is I put in 150 amp terminal fuses on the end of these posts here. Because they came out too far, these little plastic clips did not work anymore. So yes, they are 110 volt wall outlet boxes. I know they look goofy, they work. I needed to put some on here so when I'm messing around in here, I don't electrocute myself. Yes, that's Gorilla Tape, and these are the boxes, but it protects the outlets and they work just fine. Someday, not really, I'll make it look nicer, but these work really well and they protect me. One thing I do need to do is I have a tilt plate on here that I haven't even wired up yet. I have to take it outside and hold it on the battery terminals while I use it, but I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to wire this yet, but I think I actually have an idea. But I'm going to leave this back here for my tilt plate. This thing is so cool. When you go into a cove like this, just push the button and it lifts the motor up. Okay, let's move on. You all that are in the East Coast, I really am sorry. Really am sorry. It's absolutely beautiful here. I'm in shorts. I'm sorry. Please come over to Phoenix and enjoy this weather. Get out of the snow. 2 things on the motor. One of them was when I put this motor in reverse, the motor would pop out. There wasn't a way to latch that, and I did get that fixed. The other thing is I got the water pump fixed on this, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. Kind of an interesting story on the water pump, but now when I go forward, there's a nice stream of water coming out. I don't want to not do this video and show you it coming out, but it works perfectly now, and I'm really excited about seeing the water come out. On the motor, I got a couple of things squared away on that. Was really a big deal for me. My friend Mark from episode 32, he's the guy with the 16-foot outboard electric motor. Well, Mark graciously came down to help me drop the lower unit. Now, I've never taken off the lower unit. I know most boat people have. So I asked Mark to come down here, and he did. I've never had a water stream or a pee hole coming out of the motor, and that concerned me, and I wanted to figure out what happened. So we dropped the lower unit, we looked at it, and everything actually looked fine. So we put it back together, we lubed it up, put it back together, still didn't work. We actually did that 3 times because we really couldn't figure out why there was no water coming out of the pee hole. We even got to the point where I was going to take the lower unit to Yamaha and have them look at it. But I bought a OEM, or an original equipment manufacturer, from Yamaha kit, complete with the housing, the impeller, everything on it, and we decided to put that on it. The funny part is it didn't look like it was going to fit on the motor. It was a different design, but we put it on, and lo and behold, there was a big old pee hole coming out. Turned it on and it was shooting out there really good. Now, I don't know what happened with the original one. I don't really care. It looked like it would work. Everything was fine, but it didn't work. The OEM put that in there and it worked fine. So I have a nice water stream coming out of the pee hole now, and I'm really happy about that. Mark, I really do appreciate the support you gave me on dropping that lower unit. Now I'm comfortable to do it myself, and I know I can't break anything. Well, I guess I could, but I probably won't break anything because of your help. The next thing was when I put the motor in reverse, the motor would pop out of the water as if it wasn't being latched. Well, I didn't, again, understand the mechanics of it, so I couldn't quite figure it out. But after looking at it a few times, I figured out that there was just a bolt missing. So I went down to Home Depot, got a 7-inch bolt, ran it through there, put some Loctite on it, and a locking nut on it, and lo and behold, the thing latched right onto that bolt, and it works just fine because when I left the harbor a couple of days ago, I put it in reverse at a pretty good clip, and it stayed put. So I'm really happy about that. And that was really important because when I go into a harbor, you get out of a slip in a stiff wind, it was not really fun at all. So now that's squared away. So where am I now? So I needed to try out the electrical system because I haven't been out here long enough to really work out the system, especially since I have 5 solar panels going into 1 battery and only 2 batteries running the outboard motor. I'm really happy to say it works just fine. I can't really even notice the difference between 96 and 144 volts. I haven't yet. When I came out on the water, we had a pretty good windstorm out there. There's some whitecaps on the lake, so I was really just kind of worried about finding this cove and getting in there settled. But it didn't seem to matter a lot that I was on 96 or 144, and I'm really happy about that. To give you a quick estimate, and I'm going to get really more deep into this because I know you guys want to know, I went about 2 miles over here in a headwind, a good headwind, and I used about 8% of the 2 batteries, 8%. So when I went to charge them up in the cove, I was at 90%, I think, and I'd left at 98%, 97. I'm not even totally sure. Those are just some really quick numbers. As far as the speed, again, it was really windy out here. I was going into a headwind, but I was probably going 5 knots again, somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 RPMs. Not much difference at all. Today, it's still a little windy. I am going to go out once I get this video put up, and I'm going to test a little bit more. But range anxiety is no longer a concern for me after just the first day of using this. And 5 solar panels charging up 1 house battery, no problem at all. I've already gotten the computers out, I've done the microwave. I've basically been doing the same thing in this boat as if I was plugged in or not, and there's plenty of power. When I woke up in the morning, it's about 70%, 65%. I start getting about 20 amps of power. Like right now, I'm getting about 15 to 20 amps of power at 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning in the winter time. So I'm getting plenty of power, and I'm really happy about that. Okay, so I've been rattling. I've had some sweet tea. I'm going to go do some cruising today. I think the wind is going to calm down a little bit, and I'm going to do some more testing. But I'm really happy with the situation where we are now, and I think we're going to do some good boating. All right, I'm going to end this video. You know I love you guys. I'm glad to be back on the water. I'm going to start putting out some video, more techie content, because there's really some stuff that I want to show you. Oh, wait, there's more. I do want to show you this. Hang on. I don't know if I showed you this in previous. I bought a mini PC. This is going to operate the electronics in the boat, and it's beginning to work excellent. I've got Home Assistant running on a virtual machine on this computer. Don't get desktops anymore. Just get these mini PCs. These things are awesome. We're going to go into a deep dive on that and Home Assistant itself. I can't wait to show you about Home Assistant and the stuff that I've done in this boat already to turn it into an electronic gadget. Really cool. But we'll go into that. We'll go into that on later videos, and I can't wait to show you. All right, as usual, I love you guys. I will talk to you on the next video.